Hi, welcome back to Thrifty in OKC. If you are watching for the very first time, I am a part-time reseller who lives in the Oklahoma City area, and I like to share haul videos and throw out some reselling advice. So welcome, and I hope you like my videos. Be sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe if you're interested in watching more. So first I'm going to start out and say I have not done a video in a very long time, and kind of share why. I started to do this channel because I wanted to give tips and advice to people who maybe don't live in huge cities, which if you've watched my videos before, I talk about that a lot. I live in Oklahoma City. I do not have access to a lot of high-end brands. We don't have a lot of those kinds of stores here, so that stuff doesn't show up a lot in our thrift. But my husband and I have paid off all of our debt through reselling, so I feel like I've been fairly successful, and I wanted initially to share my love of thrifting and buying secondhand, because I also buy everything that I use for the most part secondhand that I can. And also I wanted to hopefully help some people out. Unfortunately, I get a little overzealous with things sometimes, and I got a little, I would say competitive. I don't know who I'm competing with, myself, I guess. And so I got really discouraged really fast because my YouTube channel wasn't growing. I'm part-time. I don't have time to put a video up every day. I wish that I did. Got some thumbs down, and I was just like, oh, I can't make this work, and so-and-so over here has 9,500 followers, and they've only been on YouTube for 2 months, and I'm never gonna get there, and so I just stopped doing it because it wasn't fun. But then my husband, God love him, reminded me that it's not why I started. I did not ever start. I always said when I started, if I helped one person either fall in love with their store shopping, recognize all the really cool stuff you can get secondhand, or maybe they picked up a tip on a BOLO, be on the lookout is what that stands for, item, then it was worth it. So I've been thinking about that a lot, and I like showing the things that I get, especially when they're cool or different things. And so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna put up another video, and I'm going to try to restrain myself from getting overzealous and put the competitive side of me away and hopefully help you guys. So saying that, I'm going to jump into the haul that I got. I got to go back to the thrift store last weekend. We have just started to reopen a lot of our stuff here. We have not been as hard hit as a lot of areas. So we are not in like a New York City environment. In fact, I know maybe like 2 people who have been sick from anything in the time that this has gone on. Neither here nor there. I did wear a mask. I went late in the evening. There was not very many people at the thrift. So and if anybody comes up to me, I'm always like, oh, get back. But I step away from them. And I do not wear gloves just because I've read lots of stuff about the gloves. I do go out and immediately hand sanitize my hands and come home and wash them. All that being said, here are some of the things that I found. I spent $44 at this thrift when I went. They are one of the thrifts that does prices everything and then it's half off. It's one of my favorite thrifts here in the city because the turn is really fast and she marks stuff down really fast, which I like. So I can go on a Friday and then go again on a Wednesday, and maybe something I saw will already be marked down. Anyway, all that being said, so the first item I got was $2.98, so then that made it $1.50. This is something for myself. I got a lot for myself because I hadn't been shopping in a while. So this is a beautiful chocolate brown velvet Victor Costa dress. Victor Costa was a pretty big designer in the 90s. He liked to copy a lot of the stars' dresses. I went to school for fashion design at the Art Institute, and one of my teachers had worked for him, and she said they were always watching the Academy Awards and they'd try to copy and get those out really fast. But this has got some gorgeous like satin ribbon on it. I just think it's so pretty. I can't believe it was still there. It had been started out at $9.98, which would have made it $5. I couldn't believe nobody picked it up. I have, obviously hadn't seen it because I hadn't been in. So anyway, I'm not sure where I'll wear that, but I think it's really pretty. It'd be really pretty with a cardigan over it, or something rich. I don't know, something pretty. I also got for myself this Ann Taylor Loft jacket. It is like a linen-y blend. This was $6.98, so that made it $3.50. This will be for me as well. Just a very basic, classic. I work in a place where we have to wear work clothes, so it's nice to find the work clothes. So these I got, this is a brand I had never heard of. It's a jean, I can't see without my glasses. It is Jeanger, Jeanjer. And I got these from my Etsy shop. So I paid $6.98 less half is $3.50, $3.49. I was on that. This is a high-waisted, look at this embellishment. Yeah, silver tone, got some metallic, got some white, total mom jean. But these actually seem to be listed and sell for decent money on Etsy. You know, my philosophy is always the uglier, the quicker it's gonna go. So we're gonna see. But these are, they don't have any stretch or anything like that, but they're a nice high waist with this detail and the ginger on the back. So if you run into gingers, you might look them up, because I had not ever seen those before. So those will go in my Etsy shop. I got a very simple white basic skirt. I actually bought this in a 12. I normally wear a 10. On white, I tend to size up a little bit because I don't want it to be like, whoop, and this has got a lot of stretch, so it's probably gonna hug a little bit. It does have a little blue spot on it, and I might, like right there, I might get out my handy dandy embroidery machine and put myself a patch of something or a design or something down there. So just a basic white skirt. But that was $1.98, so it was like $1. Again, this was on a good markdown price. It is just a sleeveless, chunky, yeah, this was $1. Chunky turtleneck from Merona, and could look cute in the winter if I wanted to put like a striped tee underneath it maybe, or I could wear it now when it's kind of still a little cool outside, or maybe in the fall when we're on the in-between. This I got for my son. I love to put my son in blazers and t-shirts, so for church, so I will put him in this, and this was $5. Okay. This I actually saw before everything shut down. This is a Notori Classics gown. I don't know if it's really a gown. It might be more of like a house dress type thing, because it is velvet, it is animal print, it is a maxi, it goes all the way down. And I had seen it and I was considering purchasing for myself and passed it up, but then when I went back in this last time, it had been marked down from $9.98 to $2.98, so it was $1.50. So I couldn't pass it up. And it's in good condition. It does have one like little tiny discoloration spot on the back. But I mean, to keep for me for $1.50, I'll bust this out, wear this in the winter and think I'm a glamour queen. I also got a PJ Salvage. Yeah, Salvage. I can never remember if it's Savage or Salvage. Little pajama set. This is also like a crushed velvet. This is a cami with the bottoms, and they are new tags. The tags had not been taken off, so they've never been worn. These were in a large. They look super comfortable. They ended up being $5. I'm not sure if these will get listed on Poshmark or if I'll keep them. I think they're really cute, but I don't know if that's color on me. Not that it matters in pajamas, but so then I got this, which I will likely keep. It was from Ross. It is a Michael Kors belt. Has the animal print and gold, two of my favorite things in the whole entire world. So, and it is my size. So I paid $5 for this one. It was $9.98 less half. And then my last two, this was a quick haul. So if you guys have watched before, you know I love Oshkosh for kids. There are some great Oshkosh items that sell for big bucks, which if you don't know that, go into eBay, type in Oshkosh overalls especially, and filter by sold, filter the items by sold, and then do highest to lowest, and you will see some of those go for $150 to $200 for a kid's pair of overalls, which is nuts. But they also made, for a short period of time, as far as I know it was a short period of time, ladies. So this is a lady size 16 Oshkosh dress. It goes to probably a little past your knee. I don't think it's long enough to be a midi. This one has 2 spots on it. I'm going to try to clean it with OxiClean because these actually sell really well. If this were my size, I would totally keep this and wear it. I found it in the stripe, and I also found it in the white. And funnily enough, the white does not seem to have any staining on it, and the blue and white one does. So I will soak those, probably put Dawn on this stain, put it in hot water with OxiClean and let it set for 24 hours, and then get it out and try to work on that stain. And usually that'll get most things out. So this has got the Oshkosh in the back, the Oshkosh vest back is what they call it. But I mean, this would be so cute. And overalls are big back in style this season, so for spring. So somebody's going to snatch these up. These will go up in my Etsy shop. And I did pay $5 each on those. So anyway, that is my first haul from getting to come back to the thrift since they've been open. I will have more, and hopefully I don't get out of control and then end up disappearing on you guys again. So hopefully you learned something. If you didn't, you saw something that was entertaining. Again, as I said at the beginning, feel free, give me a thumbs up. If you would like to see more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button, and I appreciate you watching. Have a great one. Bye-bye.